Today we have a very special guest for the next 6 to 8 weeks. We're going to be having Khamzat Chimaev, trainer at the Jackson Media House, getting ready for camp, getting ready for a title fight in August.
Arman Tsarukyan is brimming with excitement as he watches Khamzat Chimaev's rise through the UFC.
Khamzat Chimaev is getting ready for his title fight. He looks sharp, so excited for him and to see him UFC champion.
According to the top lightweight contender, Chimaev looks sharper than ever as he preps for his shot at UFC Gold. The two fighters have become close training partners, despite the fact that Tsarukyan lost to Chimaev in a grappling match last December. Now, Arman is all in on helping Khamzat reach his UFC title dreams, offering his skills in both wrestling and striking as they prepare together for UFC 319.
So far, his camp going well. He's healthy. He has a lot of energy, and I'm just here to help him whatever they need. If they need the wrestling, I'll wrestle. If they need the striking, I'll strike. So I'm here to help, and I want him to be a UFC champion.
Khamzat Chimaev has dominated both the welterweight and middleweight divisions, and he's now set to face middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis in a fight that could finally crown him as UFC champion. Chimaev has been in the US for some time now, working hard alongside top-level athletes like Tsarukyan and renowned strength coach Sam Calavita. Tsarukyan, in his typically enthusiastic manner, can't wait to see Chimaev make his championship dreams a reality.
Hey, 5 rounds.
Khamzat, no, I'm with him. That means I don't have to fight. There's levels to this. Khamzat's something I've never seen. This guy moves so fast, he strikes so hard, he has so much power, he can generate so much torque on his kicks. His kickboxing is phenomenal. He has his coach out here from Sweden, and you could see the style and the technique that they put together. It's definitely something that I think is gonna blow people away when he comes into this fight with Dricus.
However, not everyone is convinced that Chimaev will be able to overcome du Plessis. Former UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland, who has sparred with Chimaev, picks du Plessis to hand the undefeated fighter his first loss. Strickland's analysis is based on the idea that du Plessis has the tools to stop Chimaev's wrestling. His experience grappling with Chimaev has led him to believe that du Plessis can handle Chimaev's wrestling pressure if the fight goes past the early rounds.
Did you see TDP and Khamzat got announced?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Where's that going to be at?
Chicago.
Oh, no. They're letting the terrorists in.
Do you think he beats TDP or do you think TDP retains?
You know what's hard? So those little Chechen, dude, they can grapple. And like someone like me who I've been training with for years, I usually could counter wrestle and grapple him. So I just don't know if Dricus can be able to counter wrestle him. But if he can, I think he wins all hands down, you know. I sparred the Chechen, like hands down, I think Dricus wins. But it's just gonna come down to like, are you gonna be able to like counter wrestle? And like you can, it's not hard.
The issue of Chimaev's cardio is another factor in the mix. While Chimaev is undeniably explosive, Michael Bisping, another UFC legend, pointed out that Chimaev has yet to prove himself in the championship rounds. In his past fights, Chimaev showed signs of fatigue against Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman. Bisping admits that Chimaev is a powerful finisher, but his inability to push past 3-round fights could be a major hurdle against someone as tough and enduring as du Plessis.
And the only knows how to fight one speed, and that's why people really enjoy watching this guy fight. He goes forward, he's a straight up killer, he's looking to take you down, do damage, knock you out, squeeze your head off, whatever it is, he's trying to do damage right from the opening bell. And that's what he's done to almost everybody. 14 wins, 12 stoppages. Only time he's gone to a decision is twice against Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman. And we know what happened there. He got a little bit tired. And against Kamaru Usman, well, he was kind of lucky to get that decision. I'm not talking about Khamzat Chimaev. I think he's phenomenal. But I think he's got some problems here going 5 rounds against Dricus du Plessis. We've never seen him go 5 rounds. But we do know the man is a finisher, he is a phenom, he's a freak of nature, he's a strong son of a bitch, he's a great wrestler. He might not have the accolades of a bald nickel, but holy shit, when it comes to being effective, Khamzat Chimaev is right up there. He's one of the best finishers.
Du Plessis, who has yet to face a challenge like Chimaev, will have to find a way to deal with the relentless pressure of the Chechen fighter. Robert Whittaker, who has been on the receiving end of Chimaev's grappling onslaught, is certain that stopping Chimaev's first takedown will be incredibly difficult. Whittaker shared his experience, recalling how Chimaev's takedown was not just quick, but also powerful and unpredictable. The finish came swiftly, and Whittaker's dental injuries following the fight were proof of the ferocity Chimaev brings to the table.
Khamzat and DDP, the next fight. Who do you think is going to walk away as the champion?
I can't see anyone really stopping Chimaev's takedowns. Like, his takedown is so hard to stop. It's super high level. Can DDP drag it into those later rounds? Can it get through the first grappling exchanges and then start to capitalize on his just like persistence, like doggedness to go away? Honestly, if Chimaev can't get DDP out of there, DDP wins.
Despite the concerns about Chimaev's endurance, there are analysts who believe Du Plessis may have a chance if the fight drags on. Brendan Schaub, for example, feels that Du Plessis' best shot lies in Chimaev failing to secure an early finish. Schaub points out that the middleweight champion's size advantage could become critical if Chimaev slows down in the later rounds.
For that, Khamzat DDP, who you got?
I
got a feeling DDP wins that.
I have Khamzat.
I don't.
Yeah.
If Khamzat can get done the first round and a half, maybe, I just think that thing goes past the third and DDP takes over. I think he TKOs him.
I think Khamzat is a better striker, and I think Khamzat's a better wrestler, and I think DDP is a killer. But I think it's Khamzat's time.
Could be totally off on Khamzat. He's a minus 200. Dude, take my money.
Really? You got DDP?
Yes. Especially as a dog. I figured it'd be the favorite.
I have to say,
I figured DDP would be like a minus 150. Well, Khamzat, I look at the Gilbert Burns fight. You know, you look at the Kamaru Usman fight. You're like, okay.
Yeah, but he did out wrestle Kamaru.
Similarly, Ariel Helwani, one of the most respected MMA voices, agrees that Chimaev is likely to dominate early, but Du Plessis may have an edge if the fight stretches into the championship rounds. Helwani's take is based on the belief that Du Plessis is incredibly durable and has the ability to survive and adapt in long fights.
I think DDP figures it out. I think he takes him to deep water and he figures it out, and I think it's like a learning lesson for him and all this stuff.
I like it.
Yeah.
Former training partner Darren Till, who has worked with Chimaev, believes the early rounds will be crucial. He predicts that Du Plessis will struggle to cope with Chimaev's ferocity, pace, and explosive power in the first 2 rounds. If Chimaev can maintain his high intensity and land his strikes, Till feels that Du Plessis will likely be overwhelmed before he can settle into a rrhythm.
If I went back to the UFC now, as the middleweight I could be, I'd fucking tear that Dricus' head off. Tell Dricus I said fuck him, by the way. The little fucking gobshite. Because I can't stand his guts because he's so shit, he's so good.
You think he beats Khamzat, your boy?
No, look, I'm with respect, I'm never going to look past Dricus because he trains hard, he's super dedicated, he's super strong, and he's got that awkward style that doesn't make any sense. I think Khamzat will beat him inside the 2 rounds, I really do believe that. But look, Khamzat knows, I was speaking to Khamzat on the FaceTime the other day because I'm meant to be going out to Dubai to help with the camp. Khamzat knows it's a tough fight, but, you know, Khamzat trains like a beast. I do think Khamzat gets it in 2 rounds done. Do you know what I'm saying?
By the way, you're looking svelte. You're looking great. How much are you weighing right now?
Everyone's been saying that, you know, that I'm looking fabulous.
Yeah, you are.
Ariel, let's just go. Do I look fabulous?
I think you look fabulous. The teeth are just like blinding me. I wish I was wearing sunglasses right now, but you're looking fit. Way fitter than the last time, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to show me another thing there. It was getting very low, the camera. It was weird.
Whoa.
It was uncomfortable.
Whoa. Only my missus gets to see that. Don't be disrespectful.
Adding another layer of intrigue to the fight, Michael Venom Page, a fighter known for his striking, emphasizes Chimaev's versatility as a major threat. Page believes that Chimaev's ability to switch seamlessly between striking and grappling makes him unpredictable, and if he can keep his pace up early, Du Plessis might find himself outmatched. However, Page also acknowledges that Du Plessis has a knack for surprising opponents with his durability and ability to withstand damage. If the fight turns into a war of attrition, Page suggests that Du Plessis might just find a way to turn the tables.
I don't see anybody beating him.
I like Khamzat too. I think he's been really incredible.
Yeah, definitely. He looked better in the last fight. Obviously, it didn't last long, so we didn't get to see it, but normally he's like Crash Bandicoot the first round, and then his energy dips.
DDP has been interesting, though.
I feel like Dricus is very underrated for a belt holder here.
But that's the thing. If anybody was to, it would be Dricus, because that is the muscular endurance. If you look at like some of the fights nowadays, Mirab, Dricus, these guys that have the muscular endurance to be fighting at 7 the whole fight. And you got someone like Mirab that's 7-8 from start to finish, mate, that's difficult to deal with. And
amid the intense debate about Chimaev's chances, Caio Borralho added an unexpected twist by suggesting that Chimaev could retire if he wins the middleweight title. According to Borralho, there have been whispers in the locker rooms that Chimaev, having achieved massive success and wealth, may consider stepping away from the sport after clinching the ultimate prize. Although these rumors are unconfirmed and speculative, they add an extra layer of uncertainty to Chimaev's future in the sport.
Are you going to be riding with the DDP for this one, or you think Khamzat is going to walk away the champion?
Actually, right now, it's hard to bet against DDP. I always bet against him, and he always shoot my mouth. But it's hard to bet against Khamzat. I think this fight can be really, really fast as the Whittaker fight. But I can see this fight going into the second, the third round, and then I see some advantage for Dricus.
Other analysts like Jamahal Hill weighed in with their predictions. Hill, while acknowledging Chimaev's threat, believes that Du Plessis' cardio and surprising power will ultimately win the day. Hill, like many others, has concerns about Chimaev's ability to maintain his intensity into the later rounds, and he believes Du Plessis' resilience could wear the Chechen down.
I probably favor DDP in that one, just for the simple fact of I've doubted this dude so many times now, and he's shut me up bad every time. It may look like he's like fatiguing or he's like slowing down, but he's really not. I think he's got the better cardio.
Kamaru Usman, who has first-hand experience in fighting Chimaev, is more focused on Chimaev's need to maintain a high pace throughout the fight. Usman believes that Du Plessis' toughness will challenge Chimaev, especially in a 5-round fight. According to Usman, Chimaev will need to keep up the pressure to secure the win, but Du Plessis' durability could cause problems.
Khamzat Chimaev on your back around 1 is not easy to get off. And then he was able to sink that in, and that goes to show how strong of a squeeze this freaking dude had.
Could he pull that same style against Dricus Du Plessis? Because I will say this.
Johnny Eblen, a former Bellator middleweight champion, took a skeptical approach, noting Chimaev's vulnerabilities in past performances, particularly against Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman. Eblen feels that Du Plessis' experience in long, grueling fights gives him a distinct advantage over Chimaev. Although Chimaev has been a force to reckon with, Eblen warns that the undefeated streak could come to an end if Chimaev struggles in the later rounds.
One thinks of him like the boogeyman, like a guy to avoid.
He's not, though. He's a guy. He's just a human. Yeah, he's just a human. Like, Gilbert made him look human. Usman made him look human. I think DDP's gonna make him look human, you know? Plus DDP is like a big physical guy. I don't think Khamzat's gonna just fucking manhandle him, you know? And also his cardio is a little questionable. I don't think DDP's cardio is as questionable, you know? He gets tired, but like he still has a lot of output. Like watching Chimaev with Usman, you know, 3rd round, he was looking
and even Gilbert,
tired.
Yeah,
and Gilbert, he fought Gilbert like an idiot though. He fought Gilbert pretty dumb. Like he was like kind of letting him up, like trying to be exciting, I think.
Luke Rockhold believes that Khamzat Chimaev's aggressive and high-pressure fighting style could give him a major advantage in the early rounds of his upcoming fight with Dricus Du Plessis. According to Rockhold, Chimaev's relentless pace is likely to overwhelm Du Plessis at the start, potentially leading to a quick finish. Rockhold feels that Du Plessis' ability to endure and keep pushing forward could turn the tide in his favor, making the outcome harder to predict.
It's not always about the most technical guy, you know, it's the guy who wants it more. And
how do you think he fares against Khamzat?
I think Khamzat is a go for broke kind of guy. Khamzat, if he can't out wrestle you, he can't control you in that fierce state of direction of what he does, you know, I think he'll break. Khamzat will get him if he'll get him, but if he can't get him, it's going to be a hard 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. Right. I think that's going to be all Dricus.
So if it goes into the championship rounds, you like the champ?
Yoel Romero, a veteran of elite-level grappling, agrees with the consensus that Chimaev's wrestling will play a key role in the fight. However, Romero adds a crucial layer to the discussion, pointing out that Du Plessis' resilience and grit could make him a tough opponent for the undefeated Chechen fighter. Romero, who understands the challenges of high-level wrestling, believes Du Plessis' ability to absorb pressure and grind through adversity will force Chimaev to dig deep into his reserves of toughness. This makes the matchup particularly intriguing, as Du Plessis' endurance could counterbalance Chimaev's explosive wrestling early on.
1640. Khamzat.
You have what? Sorry, who do you think? 60 Dricus?
16%.
for Chimaev and 40% for Duplessis. Yeah, that's a way.
So you think Chimaev? You're kind of slightly leaning towards Chimaev.
Yes.
Why? Why do you think?
Wrestling. They're wrestling. They're wrestling for Chimaev right now. It's very, very dangerous.
Ilia Topuria, who has trained alongside both fighters, sees the clash as one of the most compelling in recent memory. Topuria acknowledges the immense threat Chimaev presents with his aggressive style and pressure tactics, but also sees Duplessis as a formidable opponent due to his resilient defense and unpredictable fighting approach. Topuria, however, stops short of making a definitive prediction, noting that the fight could go either way. He emphasizes the contrast between Chimaev's offensive intensity and Duplessis' defensive savvy, making it a highly unpredictable contest that could hinge on several factors.
Ilia Topuria on Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis fight. Ilia Topuria gave his opinion on the potential title fight between Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis. Topuria wished Chimaev and du Plessis good luck as he is friends with both of them.
He's the man. He's a savage. He calls him his shots. He finishes his opponents. When he goes inside the octagon, you know that that guy goes for the finish. He's not looking for the decision. That's why I respect Khamzat. He's a beast. So he deserves to fight for the title as soon as possible. We're gonna have an amazing fight because I love Dricus du Plessis. He's a great human being. I have a great relationship with him. I have a great relationship with Khamzat also. But as a fan of mixed martial arts, it's gonna be a very exciting fight. I hope the best man wins, and I wish best of the luck to both of them.
Dominic Cruz, known for his technical insights, points to Duplessis' striking versatility as a potential key to victory. Cruz suggests that Duplessis' ability to switch stances and create awkward angles could disrupt Chimaev's rhythm, particularly when it comes to defending against takedowns. If Duplessis can manage to keep the fight on the feet and maintain a striking battle, Cruz believes his unpredictable approach could give him a distinct advantage over Chimaev, forcing the undefeated fighter to adjust in ways he hasn't had to before.
Man, I actually really like Dricus right now, the way he's looking. Like I said in the Schmo interview, he doesn't really stay on the center line. His striking and the stance switch really supports him in the rest of the takedown defense. Because as long as you don't sit right in front of a guy consistently, it's hard to get a hold of the legs and shoot on you. So he's also very big and strong, so I think he can challenge the strength of Chimaev in the first 2 rounds, which a lot of people haven't been able to rival. Just the strength alone has been too much, and I think Dricus is sturdy enough and big enough he can challenge it, but I will say I think it might be the toughest fight of his.
Despite the mixed predictions, one thing is clear: UFC 319 will be a pivotal moment for both Chimaev and Duplessis. The fighters' contrasting styles set up a thrilling narrative: Chimaev's explosive grappling versus Duplessis' toughness and unpredictable striking. And while many experts are leaning toward an early victory for Chimaev, the question remains, can he maintain his pace for 5 rounds against an opponent as resilient as Duplessis? As the fight draws near, fans are eager to see whether Chimaev will continue his reign of dominance, or if Duplessis will defy expectations and hand the undefeated star his first career loss. One thing is for sure, UFC 319 will be a night to remember, with no shortage of intrigue, drama, and predictions coming from all corners of the MMA world.